Good morning, student. Today I am going to start application of derivative, differential calculus, application of derivative, increasing and decreasing function. So first of all, what is increasing and decreasing function and how could we get it? The increasing and decreasing function of suppose fx, y equals to fx. Y is a function of x. In this function, how could we get increasing and decreasing value? Is it increasing or decreasing? There is 4 steps. Suppose if first you have to find f dash x. If f dash x greater than 0, it is strictly decreasing. Strictly increasing is denoted by like this symbol. Strictly increasing. If f dash x, value of f dash x is less than 0, if f dash value of f dash x is less than 0, then strictly decreasing, denoted by this symbol. And if f dash x equals to 0, if f dash is equals to 0, then it is increasing. Only increasing. Or less than equals to 0, it is decreasing. Now suppose here these 4 steps, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. First of all, let us test one sum like this. Suppose here fx equals to sin x. Here given interval 0 to pi, we have to prove it is either decreasing or increasing. In this interval 0 to pi means this is 0 to pi, this is open bracket, you can write that this means 0 to pi. This is not 0 in pi is not included. 0 shall less than 0 and it is less than pi. Within this interval 0 to pi, within this interval. Now first you find f dash x. F dash x is cos x. Cos 0. What is cos 0? Cos f dash 0 equals to cos 0 equals to 1, which is greater than 0. It is cos 0. And if f dash pi, cos pi is in second quadrant, all side, it is minus 1, it is less than 0. So within this interval, value fx is greater than 0. With this interval, fx is less than, f dash x is less than 0. Therefore it has fx is neither increasing, therefore fx is neither increasing nor decreasing. So within this interval, fx is neither increasing nor decreasing. Let us test another thing. Suppose here fx equals to x cube minus 3x squared plus 4x plus 2, where x belongs to any real number. There now we can say for any real number, what is f dash x? F dash x is 3x squared minus 6x plus 4. We can write 3 is common, x squared plus 4 means 3 plus 1, x squared minus 2x plus 1 plus 1, that is 3, x minus 1 whole square plus 1. So for any real value of x, suppose x is negative, minus 2, that is minus x square is positive, this should be f dash is always greater than 0. For any real value of x, f dash is always greater than 0. Therefore, f x is a increasing function. Increasing function. So for any real value of x, f x is increasing function using this method. Now I am going to explain another thing. If there is no interval, suppose sum number 3, here fx equals to e to the power x is strictly increasing. You have to prove is strictly increasing for x1, x2 belongs to R in real number and x1 greater than x2. You have to prove it is strictly increasing for x1 greater than x2 in real number. We can say here x1 greater than x2 it is given. So if x1 should be greater than fx2, we can say fx1 greater than fx2. Now e to the power x1 greater than e to the power x2. fx1 differentiation of this, so e to the power x1 greater than e to the power x2. Therefore, condition is satisfied. Therefore, it is strictly increasing. So x1 greater than, we know x1 greater than x2. As per condition, e to the power x1 should be greater than e to the power x2. Therefore, it is strictly increasing. So therefore, fx is strictly increasing function. Strictly increasing. Fx is strictly increasing. For another one, suppose if fx is minus e to the power minus x, you have to prove it is strictly decreasing. Suppose fx is minus x, it is strictly decreasing for x1 less than x2, for x1 greater than x2. So in this case, we know x1 greater than x2, then e to the power x1 greater than e to the power x2, then 1 by e to the power x1 less than 1 by e to the power x2. If e to the power x1 greater than e to the power x2, then reciprocal of should be less than. That means e to the power minus x1 less than e to the power minus x2. Therefore, if x equals to e to the power minus x is strictly decreasing. Next, sum number 4. Show that if x equals to x minus sin x is increasing for x belongs to any real number. So x belongs to any real number. So first of all, you know increasing condition, f dash x should be greater than 0. So here f dash x equals to 1 minus cos x. 1 minus cos x. Because cos x, any real number, minus 1 less than 1. That is cos x line 0 to pi. That is 0 to pi cos x line. F dash x cos 0 is 1. Cos 0, this is 0 to 1. 0 to pi. Within first unit, it is not, 0 is not included. Cos 0 is 1 and cos pi. Suppose 0 to pi within interval, suppose 60 degree. Then 1 minus cos 60 is half. That is half. Greater than 0. Therefore, it is increasing. I am telling within this interval 0 to pi, which is interval 60 degrees there, we can write 30 degrees there, we can write 75 degrees there. Then suppose cos 30 is root 3 by 2, 1 minus root 3 by 2, it is greater than 0. Therefore, fx equals to x minus sin x is f dash x minus sin x is strictly increasing. When x belongs to any real number. Similarly, another one I can tell you, sum number 5, question number 5, here fx equals to cos square x. You have to prove strictly decreasing, because is strictly decreasing in the interval 0 to pi. Here f dash x equals to 2 cos x, cos x will be minus sin, that is minus sin x, that is minus sin 2x. Then 0 to pi, within this interval 0 to pi, suppose 30 degrees there, then minus sin 60 degrees there, suppose 2 into pi by 3, 30 pi by 6, 30 degree pi by 6, that is minus sin pi by 3, that is minus sin 60 degree, that is minus sin 60 is root 3 by 2, it is less than 0, therefore it is decreasing function. Within this interval fx is, therefore fx equals to cos square x is strictly decreasing function. Next, sum number 6. Prove that fx equals to sin x is number 1 strictly increasing in 0 to pi by 2, number 2 strictly decreasing in pi by 2 to pi, and neither increasing nor decreasing in 0 to pi. These three conditions you have to prove. Case 1. Here you have to prove in this interval it is open interval, not increasing 0 to pi. So here f dash x equals to cos. Within this interval I am telling here 0 to pi by 2. Suppose in there 60 degree. 0 to pi by 2, 60 degree, that is cos 60 is half. Then it is greater than 0. Therefore, fx is strictly increasing within 0 to pi by 2. Again, in the interval pi by 2 to pi, suppose here pi by 2 to pi, suppose 120 degree, that is 2 pi by 3. Within this interval, that is cos f dash x cos 2 pi by 3, that is cos 120. Cos 120 value is half, it is less than 0. Therefore, fx is strictly decreasing in pi by 2 to pi. Now, from the case 2, this is case 2. Now, considering this case 1 and 2, fx is sin x. So here fx equals to sin x is increasing. Fx equals to sin x is increasing. Fx is sin is strictly increasing this and strictly decreasing this. Therefore, fx equals to sin x is neither increasing nor decreasing in the interval 0 to pi. It is neither increasing nor decreasing in 0 to pi. Now sum number 7. Find the interval where if x equals to 5 plus 36x plus 3x square minus 2x cube. It is either at number 1 increasing, number 2 decreasing. First of all, here fx is this, therefore f dash x equals to 36 plus 6x square minus 6x. F dash x is this, that is minus 6x 36 plus 6x minus 6x square. Minus 6 is common, x square minus 6x minus 6. X square minus 6x minus 6. That minus 6 x minus 3 x plus x minus 3 x plus 2 x square minus x square minus x plus 6. So number 1, if x is increasing when f dash x greater than 0. Therefore this should be greater than 0. Minus 6 x minus 3 x plus 2 should be greater than equals to 0. Only increase, not strictly increasing. It is increasing. It is increasing only, not strictly greater than equals to 0. Therefore, x minus 3 x plus 2 less than equals to 0. This should be less than equals to 0. So within this interval, I am telling here minus 3, it is minus 2. Value of x is 3 minus 2. Minus 2 here is 3. This is minus, this is infinity. Now let us check. So minus 2, minus infinity to 2, minus 2, therefore minus 4 suppose. Then it is negative, it is negative. This is negative, that is this is negative, this is negative, that is this is positive. Minus infinity to minus 2, suppose there is minus 4. Let us check with the value, suppose it is minus 4. Minus 4 minus 3, minus 7, minus 4 minus 2, that is minus 2 multiplied the value is positive. And minus 2 to 3, suppose there is 2. 3 minus 2 is negative, this is negative, also product value is negative. And 3 to infinity, suppose there is 4. 4 minus 3 is positive, so this is positive. So here this should be negative, this is satisfied. So this is increasing in the, therefore number 1 increasing. So here fx is increasing in the interval x belongs to this, it is increasing in the interval, therefore fx is increasing in interval minus 2 to 3, including this. Now next, now number 2, it is decreasing. Here f dash x is decreasing if fx is if f dash x less than equals to 0, that is x minus 3 x plus 2 should be greater than equal to 0. Negative should be positive. Greater than 0. Now test again. So here this and these are positive. Therefore, fx is increasing, decreasing. Fx is decreasing less than 0. Fx is decreasing for this should be positive. This and this is your interval. In the interval minus infinity, this should be first bracket 2 minus 2 union 3 to infinity. This is the interval. This is decreasing. Sum number 8. Similarly, find interval where fx equals to 4x square plus 1 over x, where x not equals to 0 is number 1 increasing, number 2 decreasing. First of all, you have to break it. This equals to x square 4 equals to 4x plus 1 by x. So here f dash x equals to 4 minus 1 by x square. 4 minus 1 by x square. That is 4x square minus 1 by x square. If increasing, this should be greater than equals to 0. Here x not equals to 0, that is 4x square minus 1 greater than equal to 0. That is 4 is common, x square minus 1 by 4 greater than equal to 0. That is x plus half x minus half greater than equal to 0. I am telling here again, it is increasing. Minus half, here is half, infinity, here is minus infinity. Now for increasing, for minus infinity to minus half, suppose minus 1 by 3, minus half, minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by minus suppose here is 0, but minus 1 suppose. Minus into the minus half, within this interval minus 1. It is negative, this is negative. So this is positive. Minus half to half, suppose minus half to half, suppose there is 0. So 0 is positive, 0 negative. This is negative, and half to infinity, suppose 1. This is positive, this is positive. So this is an interval. So fx is increasing in the interval minus infinity minus half union half infinity. In this interval, this is increasing. Or decreasing, for decreasing, f dash x should be less than or equal to 0. That is x plus half x minus half should be less than or equal to 0. Next, for test here, this is your negative. Therefore, fx is decreasing in the interval minus half comma half. Fx is decreasing minus half within this interval less than equals to strictly increasing less than equals to. Therefore, including that is minus half to half. This only increasing, that is minus half to half within this interval, it is decreasing. It is negative, that's why it is decreasing. So that's all about your increasing and decreasing function. We can prove any function is increasing or decreasing using this method. You can get interval within this method. Okay, please look through these sums and make it a note. And if you like my channel, please subscribe. Thank you.